Greetings, salutations, and good now. I'm Kevis Major, doing it major. Welcome to another video. Today is the 12th of July 2025. What a year to be alive. And that takes us 22 days or 22 degrees into the Cancer season. So go Cancer, go Cancer, go Cancer. Shout out to all of the Cancers who celebrated this season and who are going to be celebrating sometime in this Cancer season. 22 days, we got about 8 more degrees, 9 degrees to go before we're into the Leo space. Enjoying a full moon, still full. About to transition though in Aquarius. And so I'm sitting here asking myself, like, what does this mean? This is going to be a astrological rant. I'm gonna riff and rant about astrology, life, and choices. I've been studying astrology for about 5, 6 years consistently. And astrology is very insightful, very helpful, very useful. It highlights, it's like a highlighter. So just imagine that, this is your life, and then astrology highlights, okay, what we should focus on. However, the sun, moon, stars can't make the choice for you. And so I've been caught up with all of the, I guess, the theoretical aspects of astrology. And that goes deep. That's a wormhole. You could learn and explore for days. There's so many different systems. Yes, King, big up. Philosophies, ideologies within astrology that one could explore. But the practical aspects of astrology, the practical, putting astrology into motion, putting astrology into action, actually using the energies, the influences in motion. And I think that's where we're at right now. It's all good to know that, hey, sun is in Cancer, moon is in Aquarius. What else we got? Where's Venus? In Gemini with Uranus over there. It's good to know that we got Mars in Virgo, Jupiter in Cancer, Saturn in Aries, with Neptune over there, Pluto in Aquarius. Lord of mercy, Pluto in Aquarius. Last night was scary for me because I know the moon was conjuncting Pluto in Aquarius, and I was having panic attacks, man. But that's a different story. It's well and good to know all of the placements and how they're aspecting each other and the alignments and the dignities and all of that. But are you riding the wave, or are you putting it into action? And so I think that's the focus of this channel going forward. Astrology in motion. I like to say that my slogan or my motto is doing it major. So I ask myself, am I really doing it major? I mean, I've been missing with the videos, and there are a lot of aspects in my life that are not, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, if astrology is the thing, tarot is the thing, you know, we need to put it into action. It's well and good to know it, but it doesn't make the choices for us. And so I've been contemplating what is the greatest influence for positive action. No, you could use a lot of willpower, be determined, be hard. We had the full moon in Capricorn, and you know, I was feeling ambitious, and it influences us to initiate and create new ways of stability and structure, or organizing all of the earthly energies, just being grounded and having a level of tangible security. So I've been like, oh, I gotta go hard, but at the same time, like, when you're out in nature, I'm looking at some beautiful trees, a beautiful poinciana tree in front of me, and the tree just in nature, I'm saying natural, just in a certain flow. And I want to catch a flow, and a flow that makes me go and do more. I'm trying to rhyme here, but naturally, nature, natural. So that's going to be the focus going forward. Yes, we're going to hit the target. We said 300 videos for the year. I think we're well on target. I've slowed down a lot due to, just personal stuff in my life. That's another video. We could talk about it. But this video is just one, you know, showing up, and two, just sharing with you guys that astrology without action is what retraction, distraction. Astrology without actions and good choices is just a distraction. Really putting it into motion, and astrology in isolation, I guess you could, you put it into motion, that's great, but I feel there's a major element of really connecting with nature, really connecting with this planet, this energetic body, you know, this being that we're in, really forming a genuine connection with her is critical for that natural flow that we're talking about, where everything is not necessarily easy, because this dimension is hard. 3D, the physical realm, things are hard. However, there's just a natural flow and a natural progression. And it's not like you're kicking nails to even do the things that you enjoy or that you like to do. I like sitting down and making astrology videos, but where's the disconnect? How did it become difficult? I like to make music. Why haven't I been diving into my music? Where's the disconnect between moon, mood, what you want, and sun, your actions, how you actually play it out? What's the disconnect between Venus, what you love, harmony, balance, and how you act on it. Sun sign. What's the disconnect between Mars? What you're passionate about, what you're willing to fight for, and how you act on it. And we could go all around the horoscope, the zodiac. We'll talk about all the different planets. Sun sign is most important because that's your actions. I want to retract that. I want to retract that. But action, that's what we're talking about today. All right, enough of this rant. Um, I'm going to start preparing for the weekly forecast. I missed last week. Um, but again, that was just me being in the moment, like I'm in this moment. However, I wasn't recording. So as we go forward, we're going to try to put astrology into motion. Now, there's a lot more to this concept. Of course, you need to have some idea of, your goals, have a real awareness, a realness about where you are, and then using nature and the atmosphere and the higher energetic forces, influences, as I call them, energetic forces and influences, planets, plan it. Major farewell until we meet or greet again, which should be tomorrow, because I'm going to go prepare for the weekly forecast. And it's going to be major, the final 8 days, 8 to 9 days, degrees of Cancer. We need to put it into action. Cancer is the mother sign, and I'm feeling a great influence to connect with Mother Nature, connect with motherly energy, water, connection, nurturing, fourth house, roots, roots. So we got to connect to the roots. And what's the roots? The roots, or your roots, should connect you to the planet, where you could absorb all of the vitality, you know what I'm saying, that mother has for us. I hope this resonates with y'all. All right, major farewell until we meet or greet again. I'm Kevis Major, doing it major. Better believe it.